Did we get the measure of the man this week? You, our ambassador in America, Kim Darroch, he found himself at the center of a storm. He couldn't count on your support.
That's not true
He decided he had to resign. Why didn't you stand up for our man in Washington?
On the contrary, I stood up completely for the principle that civil servants should be allowed to say what they want to their political masters without fear or favour.
You were asked 4 times in the ITV debate to offer him your support.
I thought it was.
Why did you not offer him your support?
I support the principle that all civil servants should be able to say what they want to their political masters without fear or favor. And the real culprits.
Why did you not offer him your support?
The real culprits in this are the people who leaked that material.
You see, you're doing what you've done throughout this campaign. No, you can't.
Well, no, because you're making a false assertion.
You're doing what you've done throughout this campaign. You get asked a question, and then you go on to something else, which is a sideline to the actual issue. What I'm asking you is that when you were asked 4 times in the ITV debate to support our man in Washington, you did not do so. After watching it, he was so dismayed by your failure to do so, it was one of the reasons he resigned.
Actually, I spoke to him the following day and said how sad I was that he had resigned, and he pointed out that he didn't watch it. So you might need to check your facts, Andrew, before you make that.
He didn't say to you that what you had said.
He told me that he had not watched the show.
So, well, I'm told that he watched it with his wife.
Well, I've just spoken. I spoke to him 2 days ago, and he said he said he had not watched it.
Did he say that you played any part in his resignation?
My view is that it was very sad that he resigned, and what he said was that somebody had relayed to him what I had said.
And did it play a factor in his resignation?
He said that what somebody had relayed to him had certainly been a factor. So
your lack of support for him was a factor in his resignation?
I think that unfortunately what I said on that TV debate was misrepresented to Kim, and
the Foreign Secretary has told us on this programme that it was a factor.
I don't think that it was right, if I may say so. I don't think that it was right that his career should have been put into the public domain in the way that it was, and that the career prospects of Sir Kim Darroch, who is an estimable public servant, a great diplomat, should have become a political football.
Right.
And I think that was a great shame.
But that is not the issue that I'm asking you. Jeremy Hunt sat in that chair just very shortly, and he said on this programme that you were a factor in his resignation. Kim Darroch is saying that. Do you accept that?
Well, as I say, I think that I did everything I could to show that I deplore the leaking of confidential briefings.
We know that. That's not my question,
this is a question that you must direct to others.
My question is, it's to you because it's your responsibility. Do you accept that your failure to support him tipped him into resignation?
No,
the Foreign Secretary is saying that.
I don't accept that. No.
Mr. Darroch is saying that.
No, I don't accept that because I think that I think that if people want to, again, to turn this into a political football, that's most unfortunate. It is very, very important that we...
You used it as a political football against Jeremy Hunt. You started to ask him in the ITV debate, well, how long will you back him? Will it be after Christmas? Will it be January? Will it be February? You used it as a way to avoid answering your own question.
That was because the career prospects of a distinguished public servant had been dragged into the political debate in a way that I thought was wrong. It's the job of politicians to stick up for civil servants and to support them.
And you didn't.
In their listen, I think that it was. I rang Kim the following morning. I was very surprised that he resigned.
The president
and I thought
called
it was wrong.
him wacky, pompous, a fool, stupid. You didn't have a word of criticism of the president.
Well, I'm on record as saying plenty of critical things of the president in the past.
And people worry, will you be as craven if you were Prime Minister?
I've been, towards the United States of America, craven.
Towards anybody who's powerful in the world.
Don't be ridiculous, if I may say so. When it comes to sticking up for UK interests, whether it's over climate change or over disputes with Iran, over the Iran nuclear deal, we have been very, very forthright with the United States of America, and I will continue to be forthright. And by the way, Andrew, you may have forgotten that when the President of the United States saw fit to insult London. And actually, he, rather like you, he deprecated the achievement of Londoners in reducing crime and said that London was not a safe place.
You said he was stupefyingly ignorant.
And London was not a safe
and
place.
And unfit to hold office.
I fired back, as you would expect.
Yeah, but that is what
using
that kind of language?
I don't think it is. My point about Kim was I thought it was most unfortunate.
Is he still stupefyingly ignorant?
I thought it was most unfortunate
Is he still
that Kim's career was dragged into the public domain.
Is he still stupefyingly ignorant?
Of what?
Mr. Trump.
Well, rather like you, he seems to think that London, we didn't achieve as much as I thought we achieved in reducing crime.
This has been the theme of your campaign. I want to come back to why, when our ambassador was in the front line, in the crosshairs, you did not stand up for him.
Because
That's what worries
it was
people.
Totally wrong to drag into the public domain the career prospects of a senior official and to turn that into a political football.
He just needed your support.
I thought what was necessary was to give a general statement of support for the right and the duty and the ability of civil servants to convey their views to ministers confidentially and to have that confidentiality respected. And unfortunately, what happened in the case of Sir Kim, who is a great public servant,
we know all that.
Is that his views were leaked, and that was a
we know all that.